and fuel to continue to go on. So an encourager is someone God uses as an ambassador or a liaison to get you to the next level. How many, even right now, through this coronavirus season and this pandemic, amen, situation, how many recognize that it is God's plan and God's will to take you to the next level? How do you get there? I'm glad you asked. Yeah, we've got to pray. Yeah, we've got to study the word. Yes, we've got to live right, but we need to be encouraged. Don't, amen, forget to remember that. Amen, because Barnabas was making sure, amen, that the rest of the folk knew, amen, that this man, he's who you think he is, but he's not who he used to be. It ought to be somebody's testimony. Matter of fact, you ought to give God some praise right now and tell, amen, right in your own house, I'm not who I used to be. I'm not who I ought to be. I'm not who I'm going to be, but I'm better. I'm stronger. I'm wiser, and I'm closer to God. Let me tell you something, and don't forget this. Just because you are blessed and highly favored, just because you're being used of God and that you have been anointed by God, please don't reject encouragement. Any person who rejects encouragement, you don't have to judge them. They're already demonstrating their arrogance, amen, their pride, their haughtiness, amen. You'll know a tree by the fruit it bear. But if we bring humility inside your head, all four sides, front, back, and both sides, you and I need to know that it's the grace of God, it's the mercy of God that brings on the peace of God that causes us to remain humble and obedient and submissive to God's will. Tonight, I pray that this lesson has gotten on the inside of your very soul and that you are determined that you're going to pray in a few minutes as Pastor Wright is preparing to come and lead us in prayer, and that you're going to pray along with him. And as you pray, you are not just saying something and concluding it with amen. You're saying something that is going to cause the very inside of your soul to be resurrected, change to happen. And you know what? If God could change Saul to Paul, amen. If God could let a metamorphosis happen, let me say it like I feel it. If God can take a crawling caterpillar and convert him or transform him or her into a bountiful butterfly, don't you know he can take my dirty soul, your dirty soul, our families,